So 2005, 2004, we did the South Beach thing. So 2005 to 2009, I did the normal thing. I worked construction, came home, I did the party, but I don't want to bore you with all that. So it was pretty normal for till then. And then you got an opportunity to go down and visit a friend of ours that graduated with us. She graduated from hair school with us and moved to Texas, Austin, Texas. And me and my friend Vicky got a chance to go down and visit. Well, it was Vicky. Um, she didn't want to go alone, so she asked me if I'd go. She paid for my ticket and every fucking thing. So I went. And this one I call we'll call this part the Great White Buffalo. I mean, if you know, you know. Um, this is where moved to Texas. I flew down there to visit. Okay, and we went out. See all the sights. It's Austin's crazy. It's happening all the time. I loved it. Like I was like, oh my god. Um, one night we went to it's kind of like it's called Graham's, but it's kind of like a Coyote Ugly bar. It's like six different theme bars all in a huge ass fucking warehouse. Like the Coyote Ugly part, techno. I mean, there's all different parts about. Dawn introduced us to the girls that worked at the Coyote Ugly bar, and I, like they say, you can really just fall in love with someone as soon as you see them. Like I was starstruck over Brittany. Like this is a girl that they introduced me to. And like they're all good looking. Don't get me wrong, but like just the way she looked at me. I mean, I don't know how to explain it, man. But so we were only there for like 5 days. Maybe it was 4, and then we went back home. But so in that time that I started hanging out with Brittany. Now it was only 2 nights because we literally met the night before I was gonna leave. So the last night we went out and went to the clubs and stuff, and we stayed up all night. And she, just we hung out. And I told her before I left that I'll be back, and she just like we messaged when I got back here, and we kept messaging and stuff, and she thought I was full of shit, and kind of so did I, because I didn't know how I was gonna pull it off. But I was working for Mr. Grant at that time, and I got a side job over at Lake Bonaparte. Now these people had their camp literally was falling in. It was 2 feet down, falling in right into the lake. The only back part was on land, and I had a fellow guy, help me out with estimating it and breaking it down, because that's what he owned. His own company. He was good at, and so he did that for me. And I did it succinctly, poured concrete, all that. We did it, and it did the job for $19,000. Now, 10,000 was material, cost, labor, all that stuff, and then 9 grand was my profit. And I said, "Fuck it," you know what I mean? I'm doing it. Fuck it. And I called down Dawn and made arrangements to move in with her, and flew down literally like 2 weeks later, and fucking went to Texas with 9 grand. And well, I didn't go with it, the 9 grand. Okay, the check didn't clear in time, so my mom had to wire it down, and I didn't have a bank account at that time. Not one down, you know what I mean, down there. So there's no community banks down in Texas. So I had my mom wire it to Dawn's account. Now, I've known Dawn my whole life. I didn't think she would do what she did, but that she took money out of my account, and I didn't realize it. But we'll get to that. I mean, a lot of she got me. So get down there for the first, I don't I don't know, it was the first like 6 weeks, I didn't get a job. I fucking took courses online and became a personal trainer, certified personal trainer, and got a job with a company, Better Bodies, down there, and started personal training. And me and Brittany started dating. Now, like I said, man, she, it's been 15 years, and I would still take that girl. I would, oh my God, she's the one. You know what I mean? Like, 15 years later, I still have her pictures. Still have her pictures right here. That's the sad part. And this girl, I and me being who I am and the way I am, I started to get into trouble down there because of my drug use and stuff. I mean, I was back in a city again. It didn't happen right away, but slowly working at a club, you meet people, and these people had the bikes. They had cocaine was a dime a dozen down there. So at first, I started sneaking it. First, let me show you this. Oh shit, we're gonna have to give you better light. I will get the pictures better. That's the woman of my Jesus Christ. So we started dating. Moved in together in an apartment. Everything, we got a dog. She got me a pit bull for Christmas because I missed not having a dog, and things were going great, But the same pattern that happens with me happens, and I don't know why. Like, I'm fucking so stupid sometimes. So I started using down there. Got into the pills again, opiates, and cocaine. Actually, I even almost got busted at the place we worked at because down there is the fucking cartel. And the guy that I was fucking with was part of the cartel, and these people that owned the business knew that. They knew his face, so they saw me and him go in the bathroom together and come out. And as soon as I came out, there was 3 fucking guards there, 3 of the people that worked there, and like, come with us. And they, guided me to the office, made me fucking empty my pockets. I go, do you want me to drop my pants? And luckily, while we were walking there, I fucking dropped it down my pants, let it fall on my pant leg. So when they went in to check me, there was no coke on me, but there was the pills in my pocket. I had Vicodin in my pocket. I told them I had a prescription. They wanted proof of it. I couldn't provide the proof because I was fucking lying. So that started it. That started the lies, the white lies, the downward spiral of losing her. Okay, so we had that going on. I bought a crotch rocket when I was down there right away. And so towards the end, when after this, I got busted at the place, I lost my job there. And now I'm starting to worry. You know what I mean? I'm low on money. I don't have a job. I just got embarrassed over this deal. You know what I mean? Now she's going to fucking find it, like it's almost like I lived a lie to her, you know what I mean? Which we'll get to, I won't get to that yet. So things, I mean, to be honest, she ends up getting pregnant. And I mean, it wasn't even 10 weeks into it, she had a miscarriage. And after that, like it hurt her, obviously. I mean, she didn't want to be hugged. She didn't want to be nothing. She just curled up in a ball and cried and cried and cried. So then she lost her I don't know, but it really with my fuck ups and little white lies and the mood swings and her just not feeling good about herself because of the miscarriage, things started to break apart. And I don't know why the fuck I agreed to it, but I was running out of money, and the job I was waiting on, like I was going to get hired on this construction crew. They loved me and everything, but I never done it. You know, it had to be union. I had to go through the steps of doing it, and it wasn't happening fast enough because Dawn, the one that I lived with and had the money sent down to, fucking stole a shitload out of my account. And I didn't realize that until Brittany went through all of my payments and shit and said, what is this? Where did this come out? And she pointed it all out to me. So even the only person I knew fucked me over. And then when me and Brittany split up, and Brittany, she asked me to leave, and I called up Dawn, like, let me stay on your couch until shit smooths over with Brittany. And Dawn told me, I don't want to have the guy on the couch. Fucking okay, So my result was, do I go back home with my tail between my legs? Or do I try to patch things up? And at that point, me and her decided, like, why don't you go home? See if things can get better. Because I was starting to get really down on myself because I didn't have the job. I was running out of money. I found out my friend fucked me over. And now she's starting to question me. So, I mean, she was talking to my mother before I ever brought her home to visit. Like, her and my mother clicked from fucking phone call from day one. And so, long story short, my dad sends me down $2,000 and I buy a car and I drive home. 3 days on the road with me and Boomer, and that was my pit bull she got me. That morning I got up like at 5. I had the alarm set, and I didn't want to go. Like, I laid there and cried, holding her, like, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. And she looked at me like, it'll be all right. It'll be all right. Oh, I had to drag myself out of that door. And I did. I did. But, so it was a 3-day drive home. And I didn't know at the time that her and my mom were talking the whole ride, like they had this plan. So I'm home, I don't know, me and her talking every day, still on the phone and stuff, video chatting, and she sends me this video, and I fucking lost the old phone because I used to watch it so much. She sent me this video saying that how much she loved me, and she was sorry that she asked me to go, and she just wants to be with me. And so she's gonna move up. So her and her mom pack her stuff up, and her mom rides up with her and brings her up. I get a house for us. I rented one. I didn't buy it, but I got everything set up. Her mom came with her, and she was like, "Rusty, you did good." She was all proud. And in the beginning, things were great. It was the lovey-dovey thing, but just like I was down there, she didn't have anyone her age here. Like, she was the new person, and she's different. She's a city person. She ain't these fucking country people up here. So, like, a lot of people were, cautious or fucking whatever. So that shit started to eat on her. I mean, she had my mom. Her and my mom were best friends, but I could tell that she was struggling. She started putting on weight. You could just tell that she wasn't happy. And so that started to weigh on me, like, I could just tell. And so the bickering started, and I fucking fucked up again. I started secretly partying, like, not telling her and doing stuff, just the little white sneaking around shit because I'm ashamed. But yet, if I would have just told, it would have saved so much. But I didn't. And some time went by, and my parents throw her a goodbye party, like, literally. Like, there's fucking, oh my god, there's so many people down there. My friends, parents, my brother, his woman, all of them are down there. And in my eyes, I'm like, they're throwing a fucking party and she's leaving me. I didn't even go the fuck outside. People tried to come in and like, come on, you should go outside. And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? But I didn't know then, and I didn't know till my mother passed away, that they had a plan. Brittany was leaving me as a threat for me to straighten up, get my shit, sober the fuck up. Like, she still loved me. She was sending letters the whole time her and my mom were talking. And I didn't know that. I did not know. In my eyes, she left me. Fuck, I didn't know that she was doing it to give me a second chance, to try to straighten me up. I didn't know until my mom passed away, and I'm going through her drawers, cleaning shit out, and there's fucking all the letters, all of them. And I learned all of that, and I was wondering why when I slept with one of my exes after she had left, and my mom was so mad, so fucking mad. She saw my vehicle up there. I never understood why. I'm like, she left me. What is the big deal? Like, and my mom was like, if you don't tell her, I am. You know. So after that I sent her a message later on. Once Dad passed, and when Mom did, but I don't know if they ever reached her because I didn't have her number anymore. She's not on Facebook. She's not, and I didn't know. So why I'm telling you this is that when that happened, I went, I had been doing good, doing the job, fucking normal shit. Might have had a beer, but I was, and then she left, and that phone call that me and her had, I remember that night. When I had to tell her about Crystal, and her last words was, "I don't want to, like, I, I don't want to, or I can't do this anymore. It hurts too much to talk to you." And it hung up. And I remember smashing the fucking pictures off the wall, fucking glass all over, and I'm rolling on the fucking floor, just crying, going, man, I love that girl. I mean, if it wouldn't have happened, I would have had Rush. But there's a reason why I've kept these for 15 years. There's gotta be. So, Brittany, if you ever do see this, I still think about you all the time. So that led down to fall number 2, which we'll get to next time. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.